the Obama produced a movie. This movie is not what you will think a former US president will produce. Like, share, and subscribe. If you're new to this channel, ring the notification bell.
So the Obamas just executive produced a new Netflix movie called Leave the World Behind, which is described as a movie about a family vacation on Long Island that is interrupted by two strangers bearing news of a blackout. As the threat grows, both families must decide how to best survive the potential crisis, all while grappling with their own place in this collapsing world. Blackouts, collapsing world. Like, I think
I'm already feeling very uncomfortable with the synopsis of the story. The synopsis of the whole story is just getting me all icky. All right, bro. Let's just do this. Let's do this.
Collapsing world. Like, I think you probably already know where I'm going with this, but this all seems incredibly realistic. Now, let's just get a taste of this. Here are a couple clips from the movie.
So sorry to bother you. You must be Amanda. In my line of work, you have to understand the patterns that govern the world. They can help you see the future. And I knew something was coming.
We are seeing ongoing cyber attacks across the country.
The truth is much scarier.
What is the truth?
I shouldn't laugh. This could actually happen.
Aren't you the one who always said, if you're not paranoid by now, it's too late?
Haven't you been picking up on what's going on out there? There is no going back to normal.
Woof. That feels like it's gonna be a dark ass movie, bro. That is, I don't know. It looks like it's just gonna be one dark ass movie, bro. Let's keep going.
Like, y'all, that's creepy. Talking about world collapse, potential blackouts, like those are things that we talk about every day in 2023, at least if you are of my type of person and you are always preparing for those types of things and you're expecting that they might happen just because of the powers that be and, govern our world. If we're going to be totally honest, just back to the movie, I personally have no interest in watching a movie that the Obamas had any hand in making. Like, I am still trying to outrun their administration and leave them behind. But this movie pulled some big names and is getting serious traction online for a myriad of reasons. People are really, really enjoying it, even though they are also kind of freaked out by it. And we're going to walk through all the reasons why and why that is incredibly creepy.
Shit is about to go down.
I would have loved to see a more uplifting story from the Obama. Something that is a little bit more uplifting, a little bit more spiritually uplifting. Not this dark ass, the world is doomed, the world is going to an end, we're all gonna die. Like, phew.
Now, the first clip that I saw going viral wasn't even really conspiratorial. You can take off the tinfoil hats for this. It was just straight up racist. That's not a conspiracy in 2023. We know that racist language is allowed. Also, when I say racist language is allowed, I mean racist language against one race. So I'd say that is a good place to start. Let's just watch this.
I'm asking for you to remember that if the world falls apart, trust should not be doled out easily to anyone, especially white people. Even Mom would agree with me on that.
So,
what the? Why on earth do we have to put that line in there? If trust is not going to be entrusted to anybody, then it shouldn't be entrusted to any race. Why do we have to single out white people? I don't get this obsession with white people that we have now until we bring the white people down. Why? And the Obama second this. Why? Mr. Barack Obama, why? You guys could have told the producer, the writer, and everybody that is a very, very racist line. Black people can be racist. I disagree. Black people, white people, Asian people, anybody can be a racist. That's a racist line.
So, if the world's ending, if there is a blackout, the world is just collapsing in front of our eyes, do not... Why? There's literally no need for that. Why did you slip that in? Somebody commented and said, it's not Barack's first fictional work. They produced 8 State of the Union speeches for starters. Right Angle News Network said, if this was reversed, it's a classic, if the roles were reversed, but it's important in this sense, if this was reversed and there was a scene about black people, there would be an outrage and it would be demanded off the platform. But because it's about being racist towards white people, it's completely okay.
That's true. If that line was reversed and it said, if the world is going to collapse, if the world is going to anarchy, if the world... Please don't trust black people. We would find that entertaining? Which black person will find that amusing? I mean, if we can't take it as black people, why do we dish it out? I mean, that's I just think this is below the belt. I think this is unnecessary. That line was just unnecessary. I'm sorry. It's just BS line.
It is wrong in both ways and should not be on any platform. No shocker, it was produced by the Obamas. Follow if you agree. Correct, absolutely. Another person said, why on earth would a former president of the United States be behind a movie that envisions the destruction of America in Civil War?
That's exactly what I was saying. Why does the Obama endorse a movie like this? Why not produce a movie that is uplifting, that is giving hope? I don't know, bro. Like this. And anyway, I don't really know for the Obamas anyway. I never really understood these people, and now they're putting it out there more and more, dumb shit like this. Yeah, let's just keep going.
Elon tweeted and said, is this for real? Yes, Elon, it is. And you probably should watch this movie.
Elon Musk, yes, it is for real. You know, why you asking us, Mr. Elon Musk? They got you in this movie, bro. Like,
speaking of him, since the movie is about the end of the world and a total grid blackout, they seemingly decided to take a swing at Musk by depicting Teslas, his cars, as scary and dangerous, which again, is just a weird choice and weird timing by the Obamas and the whole creative team. Here's another clip about that. So the grid, there's a whole blackout, and all the Teslas have stopped working.
You know what, you guys, sit tight, okay? You see anyone?
Self-driving.
We're all brand new.
I mean, listen, this is, like, to be fair, an excellent point. This is why I would never have a self-driving car. This is why I have a gas-guzzling vehicle with gas stored in my basement. Like, I will not be doing these. Like, I like Elon Musk, but the chips and the self-driving cars, I draw the line there. So I actually agree with the movie at this point. But anyway.
Shit, I love the self-driving cars, bro. Like, it's okay. I don't know. If they're gonna get you, they're gonna get us anyway. Chips is all up in our phones, TV. There's chips pretty much everywhere. So it's not just in Tesla self-driving cars. That's for me though. I think the chip is everywhere. If you use a phone, you're already being chipped. That's just how basic it can be to chip us. So I don't care for the chip. I'm driving a Tesla, a self-driving Tesla. Let's go.
What are you doing? Should we flag them down? Maybe they know something.
There's no one in that car!
Damn.
Actually very creepy.
Tesla gone cuckoos, bro. Oh, shit. Whoa.
Nuance Pro tweeted this video and said, this is clearly designed to fearmonger about Tesla's full self-driving capabilities and driven by a hatred and a desire to hurt Elon Musk's company.
Exactly, man. Why are we doing this? Why are we... So, this movie is gonna spread that idea that self-driving Tesla is scary, and that's part of the reason why people want to get Tesla in the first place, the self-driving capability. And now we're already saying, oh, if the world is going to chaos, if the world is going to anarchy, Tesla is going to be part of it. They're gonna take over Tesla. Why? Isn't the Obama regime part of the regime that sponsored Elon Musk, Tesla establishment, invested so much in Tesla and talk about green energy, and we need to just, everybody by 2030 something, everybody needs to be driving an electric car and all that. The same Obama is here now saying, oh, Tesla is scary. Oh, it's going to take over. Mr. Obama, there's so much heat on Elon Musk this recent period, bro. They're hitting that dude from left, right, and center, bro. It's crazy, bro. This politics, oof. Once you get out of when Elon Musk was in line with the democratic ideology, before he started talking of free speech, everything was dandy, all good, all gloomy, and life is fun, and we are just driving Tesla. And now that he decided to be like, you know what? No. Let people say what they have to say. Let people say what they want to say. Let's not stop some people from having a voice. Oh, you're enemy of the state, Tesla. You're enemy of the state, Elon Musk. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. You gotta be for or you're against. That's just how the game is now, bro. That's just how the game is. You gotta be for it or you're against it. Oh my God. Like, really? No middle ground?
I mean, there's been so much on social media this week of American politicians against Elon Musk. Literally, Elon Musk's mom even came out and tweeted about how Biden needs to lay off of Elon, which is just...
Yeah, that was funny though. Yeah, like literally, his mom, Elon Musk's mom actually came out and said something. That's true. Wow.
Incredibly iconic. But they hate him, and they're not even hiding it in a Hollywood movie. And it's also ironic because Hollywood and the political elites were all Team Elon and Team Tesla until he turned on the Democratic Party and became, a dangerous, freedom-loving man. Pre-2020, Teslas were all the rage. AOC drives a Tesla. It's kind of like how everyone in Hollywood loved Donald Trump until he dared express his political opinions. They will turn on you in an instant, but I digress.
That sums it up. They will turn on you the moment you have a contrary opinion. There's no middle ground. No, like, wait, can we look at this thing from no, we're going this way. We're going this way. And the moment you're like, bro, like, I mean, okay, he's out, kick him out, hate him. Bro, how do we move a society forward with that kind of energy? I don't know. Let's just enjoy this though. Like, I don't know, bro.
Somebody commented and said, liberals are the same ones who pushed green energy, aren't they? LMFAO, now they're making videos calling it a problem because Elon Musk is allowing free speech. Can't make this shit up. Yes, which is such a good point. Like, I thought that we were all supposed to be driving EVs. I thought that American politicians were going on EV road trips to prove that these were great vehicles. I thought that California was getting rid of gas-guzzling cars so we could have these amazing EVs. But now you're fear-mongering?
Exactly. People need to wake up that these politicians don't have our best interest at heart, bro. Like, they don't. Everything they do is for them, and them alone. And they just use every single medium to just paint the other side evil. Oh my God. Yeah, you gotta be scared of them. Fuck, bruh.
Because it's Elon Musk and you're saying that, they might just stop working if there's a grid blackout and we shouldn't trust them? Like, which is it? Do you want us to all drive EVs and be under your thumb? Or do you want us to hate Elon Musk? Because right now, the wires are very confusing. Somebody else commented and said they're going after Elon with literally everything they've got via both government power and through culture. Literally. But we all know what he'd say to that.
Go yourself.
So anyway, these clips were making the rounds on TikTok and Twitter, and people were rightfully talking about how weird and creepy they and just the whole premise of the movie really are. And people were obviously referencing the Obama's involvement. At first, I will say I was a bit skeptical because as an executive producer on a movie or a TV show, sometimes you're not even involved. Sometimes you are totally hands-off. You might just write one of the many, many checks. Maybe it is funneled through a company that you partially own or are involved with, but no. We soon learned that Obama was a hands-on producer. Just listen to what the director had to say about working with Obama on this movie. According to Ishmael, Obama thought the script was fairly close to how a crisis would actually pan out in the real world. In an interview with Vanity Fair, the director reflected on what it was like to receive that feedback. I'm writing from what I think is fiction for the most part. I'm trying to keep it as true to real life as possible, but I'm exaggerating and dramatizing, he said. And to hear an ex-president say, you're off by a few details, I thought I was off by a lot. The fact that he said that scared the f*** out of it. Yeah, it should...
President Barack Obama. So, and you saw all of this, and this is the kind of project you got involved in. I don't know. I don't even know what to say here, bro. Like, I know anybody could have made this movie, point blank. Anybody could have made this movie, but for an ex-president to get involved, it start to send certain kind of message. Like, it start to leave certain kind of taste in your mouth. Like, yeah, can this be true? Can this be real? Will something like this happen? Like, those are the kind of things you start to put in your mind. Like, it's just kind of creepy anyway. It's creepy. I don't know, bro. Like, bro, I think the Obama needs to step back and look at some of the things they've put into the world. It's been horrible. I'm sorry. It's been horrible. This is the same black man that did nothing for the black community. And now we are getting involved in something that is fear-mongering the whole entire world. Why?
should scare you. Also, guys, remember, this movie is based on a book. So the Obamas saw that this book was being made into a movie. They were like, oh yeah, that one. We want, why? Why did they want to be involved with this specific story, telling this specific narrative? Like, this exact thing could happen to us on Earth right now. And of course, the Obamas would be some of the people who would know what is going on.
True.
This reminds me of the report that WEF put out a few years before COVID hit, conveniently discussing exactly what would happen in the event that a mysterious virus would cause a worldwide pandemic.
That's true. Like Obama, before he left office or around that period, was talking about, hey, well, we should all be prepared for a pandemic. How did they know there was going to be a pandemic before 2020? It's like the same thing. Like every time I rack my brain, there's this old, you can call it conspiracy theory, bro. Like, but there's always this little information that is get released into the public, like little informations get thrown out there for you to start to wonder if these things can be. Some of them are very off by it, but it always happen around that period they talk about. Like when I was in Africa, right, like around 1999 crossing into 2000, you keep hearing the world is gonna end. Like you keep hearing that shit, like, oh, the world is gonna end, the world is coming to an end, and the 2000s the world is gonna end. Like that was one big thing that was everywhere in Africa there. Like in Nigeria, like 1999, like crossing into the new millennium, people were like, oh, the world is gonna end, the world is about to end. Then come 2001, 9/11. After 9/11, the world has not been the same. After 9/11, the world just ended. The world we used to know ended, and this new world just started off. This new world of terrorism, and I never stopped to think about that shit. That how they were getting us prepared for this new, and then we went through that, because from 2001, like literally from 2000, immediately we got into the 2000s, started talking of the terrorists and terrorists here, terrorists there, da. But 2001, 9/11, whoa. After that very bizarre, sad, scary incident, the world has not been the same. There's been terrorists, this and that. There's so much going on. The economy of the world collapsed, and shit just kept falling here, left and right. Then that brings us towards ending of 2000, when we're getting into the 2020s. And you keep like in somewhere along the line in Africa, I'll go back to Africa because I don't want to talk about what it is out here, but in Africa you keep hearing Vision 2020, Vision 2020, Vision 2020. African leaders were getting that from here. They kept telling us there's a vision for Vision 2020, Vision 2020. Then boom, pandemic 2020. Please, can somebody explain all this dumb shit to me? Can somebody go in the comment section and tell me I'm crazy to think they always put something in there, in the movies, in the news, in the paper, like getting us prepared for some crazy shit that is about to happen. And this movie feels exactly like that. For you to have a former US president producing and endorsing the writing, reviewing it and feeling, yeah, this is what can happen in a real disaster, is something that is kind of creepy to me. Or am I overthinking?
And how they would use that to globalize the world's economies, and the fact that that was just conveniently out before we ever even thought of coronavirus, and how in October of 2019, they even held a live simulation event to train global leaders on how to respond to such a pandemic. Here's an article about that. Live simulation exercise to prepare public and private leaders for pandemic response.
I ain't for sure.
Why are they preparing people for a pandemic that was not about to happen? Like, I don't know, bro. Like,
But I think
It's almost like the elites have more knowledge than we do,
Yeah,
and
they
we
do.
are simply pawns in their little game. To add to the creepiness of this whole thing, the timing of the movie's release is also incredibly shady, because who would have guessed, guys, the exact week, actually the exact day that this movie came out and started going viral, oh, the US got hit by cyber attacks from China. Would you call this predictive programming? I don't know. Just watch this.
Hackers affiliated with China's People's Liberation Army have infiltrated critical services here in the U.S.
Alexandra Hoff joins us now from our nation's capital. Alex, this is not good.
To think that around the same time that movie got released, that whole cyber attack that affected the banks and everything happened around that same period, bro. Like, coincident, yes. Freaky, hickey, scary? Also yes. Both at the same time. Yes. I'm just guys, what do you think about this old Obama movie? I think it's too creepy, and I think President Barack Obama should get involved in more positive things instead of continue to spread all this crazy ass, I don't know. Anyway, guys, go into the comment section. Tell me what you think about this new movie. Are you gonna see it? I saw it. It's as creepy as it is. Not really my cup of tea. I just wanted to see it just to see if what people are saying about it online were true and all that. And yes, people were spot on. People's critique about it was spot on. But anyway, I want to know if you guys see it, and if you see it, go into the comment section, tell me what you think. And if you are new to this channel, like, share, and subscribe. Click the notification bell so you don't miss my future update. And on that note, I say thank you once again for joining me on Short Post. Until I see you again, peace.